Welcome to another episode of Pixels in the Attic. We're like the best Christmas presents, tightly wrapped with a nice bow, and definitely not socks, unless we're liberating house elves. I'm Woodensnail, the only style you ever need, and I'm here with my fellow Pixels coming from an attic near you.
I'd like you when you're tightly wrapped.
I know. You sound weird. Anyway, my name is Leness1. I am a gamer. I don't remember everything I was going to say. I like Titanfall and I like Lamp. Bond?
I love Lamp.
There we go.
Oh,
That's
God.
fucking glorious.
What an
Love
excellent
Lamp.
intro. Oh, God. What have we all been up to since the last podcast, which, surprisingly enough, is only a few weeks ago, and not the month that it was previously.
Yeah, because we were late on the last one.
Mm.
We had to get our Christmas one in. Because Christmas
Yeah.
waits for no man.
No,
Mm-mm.
all snail.
Oh, snail.
Mm. So what have you been up to, Bond?
Zombies! I'm addicted to zombies. I need help.
And welcome, my friend.
And it's a very abusive relationship.
It is.
Mhm.
Do you want to tell
I
them what
find-
happens every time you come anywhere near me in Zombies?
Yeah, every time Snail uses Ether Shroud ability, it would crash my game to the dashboard. And I'd
He's
lose
doing
all
it
my
on
stuff.
purpose. You're doing it on purpose.
He's
Sure
finally
of
done
it.
with that step, so hopefully he never wears it again. Because
I'm only going to wear it to troll you.
yeah, when I upset Snail, he's going to say, "Hey, we want to play some zombies. We're going to load in. We're going to wait till I get something really cool, and then he's going to activate the bumper."
That's exactly right. Funny enough, I wrote to Activision to complain about my crashes and the issues I was having, but I didn't have it yesterday. In fact, everybody else crashed bar me. But they replied this morning saying that they'd looked at the account and they'd give me a list of things to try to fix what was going on. And I was thinking to myself, they've just fixed my account, haven't they? And making everybody else crash. So I'm crash proof. Everybody else has to complain to get their crash proofness.
I want to know what that letter said. I want to hear this sternly written letter.
The sternly written letter was quite entertaining, but the reply came from Bernard. And as soon as I saw the name, I was like, isn't he the Christmas elf from the Santa Claus movies?
Oh
And
yeah,
I couldn't take him seriously from then on in.
you got a response for the Christmas elf? Lucky.
I did.
That's
When I complained about my Vault Edition stuff, which is a whole other story I'll get into, but it was I had originally had Reginald, I think, and then Ernest.
really some horrible names.
Mm.
But yeah, the
Some
Vault
amazing
Edition.
names working for Activision.
I just before the new season started, I bought the Vault Edition upgrade, and buried in the description does it say you need the digital version of the cross-gen bundle for this upgrade.
Mm.
It's not well shouted at you at all. I bought it. I'm like, oh, none of this does work. So I contacted them. It was after I contacted them, I found out that it was a digital only thing when I was looking around. But I never told them I didn't have that I had a disc. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna try and see if I can get it anyway. And after some back and forth, sending them proof that I owned the Vault Edition and stuff, they applied it to my account anyway. So, but the fact that it's a digital, you have to have the digital version of the game to get the DLC seems ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to modern gaming, where discs don't matter.
It'd be just your luck that one of them hears this message. Is like, oh, he didn't have the right one. Let's take it out.
Ness, what have you been up to?
Really, I've been playing zombies with you guys. Then we did some survival. Really, I've been working. Just working. This time of season is kind of a difficult one for us. It's unpredictable, especially with sick people.
It's that time of year where everybody gets together and spreads their germs.
Oh, the
Yeah.
germs.
I've been sick for the last week.
Yes, he
Stupid
has.
cold.
I banned him from the house.
Yeah,
Mm.
I was coughing up on his window. He wouldn't let me in.
Oh
No.
my god, did you make him wash his hands?
No, I just smeared it on his window.
He's
Let me in!
Just scream out at him from inside. Wash your hands.
Funny enough, I had a message off the window cleaners. They're coming Sunday to clean the
'Cause they
windows.
saw what he
And I was like, did they know?
He did.
Maybe. I might have felt
Maybe.
bad and contacted them
No.
for you.
Yeah.
Somebody looked your window right here.
Yes,
I,
someone did.
When I sneezed, I've got on my hands. It needed to get off my hands onto your window.
When I first employed the window cleaners, just an off-topic story, one of Snail's memoirs, or Mollis memoirs, whatever Bond likes to call them. So I had new windows installed in the house when I moved in. And so I got window cleaners to keep the windows clean. They come once every 2 months. Anyway, they came for the first time. And the guy said, I don't know how to tell you this, but I can't clean these windows on the back. I was like, why? Because the dirt's on the inside of the window. He's like, well, on my side? No, between the two panes of glass. So we looked,
Crazy.
and when they had put the sealed glazing units together, they'd put the writing on the inside instead of the outside. So the two that had been written on were on the inside of the glass in the sealed unit. So the window installers had to come back out and change the windows to put the glass the right way around, or get new glass
That's
boxes
crazy.
to fix.
Why would you do that though? Like as a
mistakes.
manufacturer, my lord.
Somebody in the factory was bored and was like, well, it would be funny.
Well,
Who
and the
was
thing
making-
too is when they install, they're actually supposed to wipe everything down, so you know they saw that and didn't say anything.
It was in the corner of each piece of glass. It was a number, and I think they assumed the number was on the outside, and I'd just wipe it off. But it was actually on the inside of the glass. But hey, can't be helped. What have I been up to?
I don't know.
I've been busy working. Lots of people have complained that I don't stream because I've been working too much. But I've been playing Zombies and Crashing Bonds game, and I've also been playing Alan Wake 2, which is amazing, and I love it. But apart from that, not much else.
Not much else. The only other thing I've played that I want to mention is Teardown. I played it for a couple hours the other day, and that game is a ton of fun. You get to just walk
Teardown.
around. You basically just get given a sledgehammer. I mean, I think you get other stuff as the story goes on, but I was just smashing buildings and driving through buildings and blowing stuff up. I mean,
It looked like Minecraft to me.
Oh,
The blocks are smaller.
Lego
You blow it
Minecraft.
up,
not any better.
but you blow it up, and you're such graphic snobs, you people.
You
It doesn't
people.
look pretty.
Sure am. Sure am.
I had to bring it in because
hurts
I knew what it
my
looked
eyes.
like. I knew what Ness would say if I said it was like Minecraft.
Snobs.
Brilliant. Yeah,
It's amazing fun.
Mhm.
I framed Snail in there.
you did. Yes, he wrote in the spray paint. Snare was ear.
Yeah.
Was ear?
Yeah,
Snail was here.
That's funny.
yeah.
That's-
So I
because
clicked
I was
it,
vandalizing the
showing him
place.
doing it.
I
So
I
there
was
is
breaking
evidence.
into the place to break down things and steal things because it's kind of like a heisty type thing. And I was like, how am I going to get away with this? And I remembered I had a spray can in my pocket. I was like, I'll just say Snail was here, and then they will think it's him. That's how that works,
Yeah.
right?
Mm. Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Perfect.
Yeah. So the Christmas season is upon us. What are our traditions around Christmas? What do we do in the BondsBox household or the
Mm.
Leness1 household?
Mine has changed a lot over the last few years, especially since COVID. And my brother's having children and families of their own and all that kind of stuff. So I still get together with my family, which is nice, but it's kind of more fractured. Like I'll go see someone one weekend and then the others on the other weekend instead of all at once.
They're showing you around like the Christmas gift you are.
I grace them with my presence.
Mm,
Also myself.
I like it.
Mm.
I like
Ness, what about you?
Wait, I want to
Well,
hear what Bond likes.
I want I like now. I like a lot.
What? What
I
do you
like
like, dude?
I like buying presents for people. and wrapping them.
That he does.
You see, that's the type of friend you want. You don't want the guy who goes to the dollar store. Just like, here you go.
I never said I bought expensive presents. Or good presents.
Let's put it this way: thoughtful. What I mean is thoughtful. You want that thoughtful friend. Even if he does go to the dollar store, he gets you something that you like.
Exactly. I'll get you the strawberry flavored candy instead of the one you don't like.
Nice.
Instead of the banana flavored one.
Well, for me, I make a lot of Puerto Rican eggnog, Puerto Rican desserts. We visit family, and we eat all their food, and then open up presents. We're disgusting. We open up presents on the 24th. Apparently that's unacceptable for most people, but I don't care.
It's not Christmas Day.
I don't care. I'm an adult. I do what I want.
Did baby Jesus come early? What's this about?
I don't know. I didn't keep an eye on his bedroom activities.
I know. I wasn't there.
Well, Mary was.
I mean, don't know her. Just saying.
Isn't it Germany do it on Christmas Eve as well, don't they?
There are a couple of people who do Christmas Eve, yeah.
I don't know.
There's some places that do Boxing Day. Can't remember.
Yeah. Boxing Day doesn't exist outside of the UK, really.
Okay, what day is Boxing Day?
26th.
26th, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Because we have like the Three Kings Day, if you're Catholic, where the kings actually came and found baby Jesus, and for some reason gave him like myrrh,
frankincense.
Yeah, it's the weirdest
And
thing
gold.
to give a baby. Yeah, because that baby is just gonna love it. So yeah, we celebrate that, and I want to say it's like the 6th of January or something like that.
Was it after the 12 days or something? That one.
Yeah, something like that.
What is Puerto Rican eggnog? What makes it different from eggnog?
It's so typical eggnog is like eggs and I believe cream or something like that. Puerto Rican eggnog has like coconut milk and rum and deliciousness.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you buy this deliciousness by the packet box? Or?
No, you have to make it. I mean, I think now, with the times, everything is been manufactured. I think now you can buy it, but most people actually make it fresh. So everybody has like a family recipe that no one shares.
I'm glad there's an actual difference. I was thinking you were just putting eggnog in a cup and putting a Puerto Rican flag on it.
No,
it's Puerto Rican eggnog.
Ta-da!
But that's something the UK do to say it's an English version. It's not something that happens across the world.
We just put our flag on it.
Yeah, this is ours now.
Mine.
It's the political version of licking things. Mine now.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Here's your flag.
You saying about the Three Kings reminds me of a sketch Eddie Izzard did about the Three Kings being late to baby Jesus' birthday and having to go to a petrol station to buy the gifts. But anyway, they turned
why they
up.
were so weird.
They turned up and he goes, "What have you brought?" And he's like, "Gold, woo, frankincense." And you all look at him and goes, "We'll make him smell nice." Oh, yeah. And myrrh. And everybody goes, "What?" Apparently you rub it on him and it makes him go faster. Just brilliant.
Oh my god.
Reminds me of the episode of the Christmas special on Friends where I think it's Joey and Chandler don't make it they left all their shopping to the last minute. And then they ended up not making it, so they went to the petrol station. And they got, I think they got Ross 2 cans of, soda, and Monica a box of condoms, and they got Phoebe toilet seat covers. And she's so happy about it, though.
Yeah,
she's like, toilet seat covers! You guys! Is that what you're doing when I was filling up the car, or whatever she says?
Brilliant.
I can't believe Matthew Perry died this year, right? Was it this year he died?
He did.
It's crazy.
And the other day, Andre Brower died. How do you pronounce his last name?
Raymond Holt. That's the way I know him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a sad one. I really liked his, especially that character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
Lance Reddick earlier in the year as well.
Yeah. That one hurt.
2023 sucked.
And more importantly, Terry Venables died.
Who?
Sad times. Terry Venables.
Thought you would have said Bobby Charlton.
Well, Bobby Charlton as well. I was going to move on to that afterwards, but it ruined the thing. I was doing the football ones. Everybody
Oh.
remembers Euro 96 and smashing TV screens when England went out to a penalty shootout yet again.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Bobby Charlton died. Very famous
Yeah.
Manchester United player and England player.
And Manchester United's hopes of winning anything in Europe died.
Oh, that died long ago.
That same day. Oh, a long time ago, huh? Oh, damn.
It was official. The time of death was like this week sometime, wasn't it? It was on life support for a while, and then they called it.
Yeah, we had an honouring goal who plays dodgeball instead of saving.
Yep. They got the best dodgeball player in town in their goal.
Yeah. So it should be the other way around, really, shouldn't it?
Hey, Snail, what are you doing for Christmas?
So Christmas to me has always been Christmas at home cooking. For the past couple of years, I've been kidnapped on Christmas Day because people don't want me to be sat home alone. But I like being at home for Christmas. Christmas fire. I've got the Queen's speech. No longer the Queen's speech, it'll be the King's speech. On TV, I've got the food going. It's lovely. But I'm going to for the past 2 years. I've been to the pub to have Christmas dinner. It's a special pub, I must add, like a fancy one, to have Christmas dinner. And then on Boxing Day, for the UK people who understand what Boxing Day is, for anybody outside the UK, this is where we give our the leftover gifts to the servants. Anyway,
What? Okay.
So on Boxing Day,
I'm supposed to give you yours
Christmas
on
dinner for everybody. So you were going to say you were supposed to give yours to me on the Boxing Day.
Yes. I didn't know this.
That's exactly right, and how it should be.
I should go to my mum on Boxing Day too.
Yeah, that's right.
See how well that goes down.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. When you guys don't hear from me again, I'm on the street.
Yes.
Noted.
And your present's been run over by the traffic outside. But listening to you earlier, it's just me in a tied up bow will be enough for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
And
This
you
went
know where to
somewhere
put
else.
that bow too.
Oh shit.
Ness has left the call.
Oh.
I'll leave you two alone.
You guys sound busy.
But while we were, around the Christmas fire with the family around, what movies we watching? What's our Christmas movies? And Bond, don't say Die Hard.
Say Die Hard.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
God.
Man, I have a bunch of like sappy ones. Well, okay, so I love Love Actually. That's a good one. Then
That's a good one,
there's
yeah.
Scrooge because Bill Murray.
Mhm.
Elf because, I mean, come on, Elf.
Elf is great.
Yeah, and
It's almost as good as Die Hard.
Mm.
And then from there, it's this other one called, I want to say it was called Lost in Paradise or something. It's a comedy about Christmas.
Mm. Very good.
Yeah,
What about you, Snail?
Oh, me second. I am privileged. Thank you.
Oh my God, ruined it. He ruined it. Another take. What are you doing, Snail?
So Scrooged is my favorite Christmas film. And there were lots of other ones. Miracle on 34th Street is really good. Elf's really good. You're right. There are two that are the same, so I class them in the same bracket, which is Holiday Inn and White Christmas, because it's the same film.
Oh, yeah, that
but
is
it's
pretty nice. I like
different
that one.
actors.
Holiday
One's in
Inn is
colour, one's in
nice.
black and white. Yeah, they're probably the top films for Christmas, and not Die Hard, because I can't sing along to Die Hard.
You can quote along to it
You
though,
can
all day
try.
long. Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh,
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, he's full of the lines, isn't he?
It's the best.
Go on, Bond. Give us all
The
your
other one I like watching at
murdering
Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie, but I do like watching
Right.
it around Christmas. It's my favourite Bond film, and it's Goldeneye. But there is snow in it, so I find it acceptable.
It's got
But
gold
Elf
in the
is-
title. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the things they would have picked up if DVDs were around before BC or before Christ.
yeah, they could have gone to that petrol station to visit Baby G
Oh my
and
God.
bought him Goldeneye instead of gold.
Yeah, he probably would have
What
liked
have you
it more.
bought? One of the three kings. I bought gold and I.
Exactly.
Uh,
Elf is great, and this year I've been watching all the really, 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 really shit ones that are on Netflix. You know, the ones
Oh,
that all have
God,
the exact
yeah.
same plot line.
the same story,
Mm.
yeah.
There's like a girl or a woman and a man, and they've decided, oh, this Christmas is going to be different, and then they happen to bump into each other, and super awkwardly, and then they're like, oh, we shouldn't. Oh, okay, let's get together. And then it finds out one of them's held this nasty secret, which you're like, that's not a bad thing.
Like they're
At all.
related, like that.
No,
They're
like
related.
Oh,
the,
okay,
the last
never
the
mind.
last one I watched, it turned there was one of them. The woman was like doing all these nice things around town. She was like gifting a tree to the city hall and things, and doing it all anonymously. And this family that was struggling, she like put a bunch of like stuff on their porch and rang the door and ran away. All this like kind of secret Santa type thing. And the guy was a journalist, like a news reporter, who was trying to find out who it was. And they ended up together, and she's like, oh, I should tell him, but I don't want people to know because I don't want them to think they need to thank me. And then he found out, and he was like, you think she'd like killed his mother or something? It's like she was doing nice things and didn't wait. And then, for apparently no reason at all, he decides I'm an idiot and I'll forgive her. And then they kiss and then the credits roll.
Dude, forgive her for what?
Exactly. Like, keep
Very
it a secret.
confusing.
Like, it wasn't like.
What was it? It wasn't meant for him. Like that.
And then, yeah, but there's always like, what was the other one I watched called B&B Mary? It was about a B&B that
Right.
this journalist happened to come to, and then she ends up falling for the son of the B&B. There was another one where it was a caterer going to a fancy house to do the catering and ends up falling for the son of the rich family. And I'm like, these movies are all the same.
Mhm.
Yeah, boy meets girl, girl meets boy, they fall in love,
Yeah.
end of story.
Dude, there's
and
that
the credits
one.
always roll after they kiss, like within like 10 seconds. It's like,
The end.
mission
They're
accomplished.
happy.
Yeah.
Then they die.
Then they die.
There's also that horror movie that I like to watch. It's a horror movie. I want to say it's about Santa Claus and how Santa Claus is like this evil monster. Watch it every
Krampus or
year.
I know
They
what
something?
put
you're
it-
on about.
Yes, I think it is Krampus.
I
Was
mean,
a good
Krampus
one.
is a different bit of mythology, but
No, I think it's
It's-
called Krampus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying
it was,
Krampus isn't Santa Claus. He's the anti-Santa Claus, isn't he?
Well,
Mhm.
He's what
It's a
some
good one.
countries tell
he
kids.
he-
If you're bad, Krampus will come. They go the extra mile. If you're good,
Well,
you'll get presents. If you're bad, the evil guy with like hoofs and horns will come and like murder you in your sleep.
well, he's wearing Santa Claus suit. So,
Okay.
but
Bad
it is
Santa,
called
that's another
Krampus.
good
I'm
one.
pretty sure. Yeah, Bad Santa is actually pretty funny.
Mm. While you've been
And,
talking, I've been thinking that if they're going to this imaginary petrol station, perhaps they'll buy Goldeneye, Frankenstein, and Little Mermaid.
I
God,
think Little Mermaid's at the gas station. That's quality. I don't know if that's gonna be at the gas station.
mermaid was the pun.
Mermaid.
Oh, sorry, just got it.
Frankenstein, mermaid.
I get it.
God.
I get it. I get it now.
That's
It's
what I have to
alright.
think about throughout the
It
whole
was
of that.
funny. It was
So he
funny.
wasn't listening to us. He was making stupid puns.
That's my job. I was listening to everything you said.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
What's the name of the
Yeah.
movie I was talking about?
The name of the movie is the Krampus.
Yeah, you just got lucky.
I didn't get lucky. It doesn't help that Bond waggles the mouse around every now and again and puts me off as I'm speaking. Which moves us on. So we've got favourite traditions at Christmas. We've got movies. Is there any Christmas games we play? And don't write "Hi Snail" on the document. Can we think of any Christmassy games? I've got a couple that come to mind.
I've got one that we play. Okay, so it's basically you take saran wrap and you wrap like a bunch of like little prizes in them, and you keep on making it like in between the saran wrap, and you make it so it's like a huge ball. And the rules are that you can't tear into it. And I guess some people actually play the same game, but they play it with oven mitt. So because you're supposed to like delicately like unwrap it, and as you get the gifts, and then every time you get to a point where like you can't like get anything out, I think you have to pass it, or there's a countdown and you have to pass it. That's something we play. I'm a big winner in that one.
Weird version of Pass the Parcel.
It does.
Sure. Sounds amazing.
Wait, you don't have Pass the Parcel over there?
I have no idea what that is. I mean, that sounds like passing mail out. Here's your parcel.
There's a main gift in the middle. You wrap that, and then you wrap it over and over and over again with like wrapping paper or paper of some description. And in each layer, there's like a smaller treat. And then you sit in a circle. It's usually like kids' birthday parties.
What the hell?
Sit in a circle.
Okay.
You pass the parcel around while music plays. And then when the music stops, whoever it lands on gets to open a layer and they get the prize. And then the music starts playing again. You pass it around until the music stops. And then whoever... So you always end up with the kid that's like trying to hold it for a bit longer, thinking the music's going to stop. And
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's similar to what you were saying.
That's different. That's different.
When I put this in the doc, I was thinking video games because, we're a video game podcast, but...
Well, I play Division because the Division 1 because it's in Christmas in New York.
Yeah.
It's got all decorations forever in Christmas time.
It is forever Christmas time. But Division 2 is at Christmas as well, isn't it? Because you always knocked over the reindeer that I was always trying to save.
You'll be fine.
I mean, he won't get over it, but I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
But there's not that many... There's obviously a lot of Halloween games, but not many Christmas games, I find, which is weird.
There's a lot set at Christmas time, though, isn't there?
Is there?
Because, if you think Hogwarts goes through the seasons, so there's a whole part of that game that's at Christmas. You've got things like the Minecraft dungeons, doesn't that have a Christmas skin? Isn't Saints Row at Christmas?
Yeah, that was the one I was going to bring up. Saints Row 4, How the Saints Saved Christmas. And that had one of the best gags ever in video games. Have either of you played it?
No.
A long time ago.
So the DLC is like Santa Claus got kidnapped by evil Santa Claus, I think. You got to go rescue him and save Christmas. But there's this one level where you're trying to get into the workshop and you get to the front door and it's barred, like one of those old-timey medieval like wooden barricades, like planks across it. But instead of a wooden plank, it's like a giant candy cane. And so they're like, oh, how are we going to get in? Maybe we could go around. And then someone says like, oh, maybe we could lick our way through it. And you could sit there and press Y to lick your way through it. And it takes... I want to say like 20 minutes of pressing Y or whatever the button prompt is, of just licking until it disappears. With the little objective thing going, really, you're going to do this? Come on. Why don't you just give up? Like every now and then. Oh, nearly there. And then when you finally do it, the door's locked behind it anyway and you have to go around.
Oh, dude. That's really good.
There is an obscure game I thought of as well that is set at Christmas, which you will never guess if I say guess the game. And it is Batman, the Arcane Originals one. Because it's the whole thing. Yeah, it's set at Christmas time, so it's snowing. You got the season greetings and all the bits and bobs. But yeah, that was the obscure one I was thinking of.
Yeah, of the 4 Arkham games, I know as much people like to try and pretend that one doesn't exist. I think Origins had like the best story of the 4. I like that one a lot. And he had electric mitts, which was also cool.
Electric mitts. Is that to keep him warm from the snow?
Yeah. He definitely didn't kill anybody with those high voltage fists.
No, why would you? That
No.
seems like a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, Batman never kills anybody
No, he befriends them
with his
and
fists.
pats them on the side
Yeah.
of the face and
Mhm.
makes friends
I throw
while
them off
they're asleep.
rooftops.
Mm. He's a
Yeah.
good dude.
He's a good dude. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, but for like a snowy game though, which is kind of Christmassy, is Assassin's Creed Rogue. Love that game.
Ah, okay.
I love snow in I like snow in real life. So snow in video games, I love it. You don't see much of it. There's something very satisfying about trudging around in it.
Yeah, and I did like that about Destiny when they had God, what's the planet called?
Europa.
Europa. Yeah, with the snow, and then you get the blizzards. And I was thinking to myself, I wish they'd do weather in all planets. That's too difficult, apparently.
Or Europa could have had a much more of a thing to do at Christmas time.
Yeah, I did like the snow. That's very good.
Snow's amazing.
So in other news, there's been some breaking news this week. One of them being the day before releasing and then dying in the same week.
Twas the day before Christmas. Went all through the house. Not a developer was stirring, except that scammer at the mouse.
He's thought about that, chat.
Yeah,
No,
he
I
did.
haven't. I just thought about that off the cuff. Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Because it wasn't very good. If I'd have thought about it, it would have been better.
But it was very good. I enjoyed it immensely. But there's been more revelations today, isn't there? Just today, because they've obviously closed down the company, saying that they can't afford to do any updates. It's made a huge loss, even though they sold a lot of copies before they did all this. But the controversy today has come that it was advertised as an MMO, but at no point in any development was it actually made as an MMO.
Yeah. Apparently, according to one former developer, said it was never going to be an MMO, despite what they marketed it as. It was never going to hold more than 100 people. It was never going to be a bigger world. There was there was talks, and it was in the prototype stage of having like skill points and that kind of thing, but that was as far as it ever got. So all the things you'd associate with an RPG or an MMO were not ever in that game.
That's insane. Absolutely insane. The scary thing was they sold 200,000 copies, of which only 90,000 have been refunded. But if they'd sold 200,000 copies, I think it was $59, wasn't it?
It's $40.
Was it $40?
Yeah.
So what's that? 200 copies times 40. That's
like $800,000.
$800,000. Yeah.
And that wasn't enough.
Which they said they had no money to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't taken any money out to pay anybody or whatever it was. Just insane.
That game was always fishy from the start. That one and that game that I don't know what happened to it, called Abandoned. I don't know if you guys ever saw the news around that.
Yeah.
I actually got shown at a PlayStation showcase and then got delayed, and then they showed stuff, and then that stuff disappeared, and then they kept making promises that never happened, and it's like, yeah, okay. And then you look at their past games for Abandoned, and it's just like history repeating itself. Like they've never actually released a game. They just pretend like they're going to.
Yeah, the scary thing was that the studio made last year 3.4 million in revenue.
They paid out developers.
Yeah, they paid £840,000 in taxes and other expenses. They paid themselves £200,000, and they used £308,000 in travel expenses.
Where the fuck were they traveling to?
Well, it seems that they paid Singapore employees to travel everywhere. So I've got no idea, but it doesn't seem like a very well managed project. They've had
sounds like a scam.
4 years of messing around on the jolly. It sounds like. I mean, who spends £308,000 in a year on travel expenses? How many employees have they got? That seems insane.
On the jollies. I like that. I'm gonna use that.
Such a
Use that one,
scam.
yeah. Yeah, it is a
and
scam.
then finally released it in early access and sell like I don't know if there's like a list anywhere of like most successful early access games, but I feel like 200,000 or even the 110,000 is a lot for an early access game, because I think a lot of people won't buy early access because it's incomplete game.
Yeah.
They want to wait for the 1.0 patch for it to be officially released.
It does give you an idea of people's interest to get 200,000 copies sold in the opening week.
Well, yeah, it was 4 days, wasn't it, before they shut down?
Yeah, they only opened it at one platform.
Yeah, on Steam Early Access for half a week, and you sold between 100 and 200,000 copies, depending on how you want to look at it. What?
They obviously knew before releasing it that
Yeah.
they were going to tank it out and close the company down.
Yeah.
They didn't know that after selling 200,000 copies, because I would have thought 200,000 is a great start.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Scammers, all of them.
Yeah, scammers. We move on from that to other bright news, being the Games Awards that finally got announced, and our winner is
Division.
not our
No.
winner.
No. Okay, never mind.
The winner was
Oh.
Baldur's Gate. Do we all agree?
I mean, I've never played that game before, so I really don't have an opinion on that. But I heard that people like it.
How can I say it's my game of the year if I haven't played it?
Yeah.
I do think it was slightly fixed though, because how
How
did they
so?
know? Well, one, they released Baldur's Gate on the Xbox directly after winning. How did they know they were going to win? To then drop the news they were going to drop the game that they were going to drop next year.
No, they said December for a while. They just hadn't had a date. And they were, they said their plan was if they won an award, they were going to announce it on stage, which they didn't even end up doing because of a whole different issue. But
They got cut off in their acceptance speech, didn't they?
They did what?
Everybody did. Everybody was getting like music played over them to get them off the stage for their acceptance speeches. They all got about 30 seconds.
Damn.
Literally, they came on
I'd
stage.
like to thank.
Yeah, and they played the music and kicked them off.
Yeah.
That's all that happened.
Meanwhile,
It was funny.
Simu Leo, whatever is I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the guy who plays I already forgot the Marvel character's name. The Legend of the Five Rings, whatever it was. Shang Li? No.
Shang Li, yeah.
It's Shang Li. Okay, yeah, him. He comes on with a broken foot, and he gets longer to talk about his broken foot than anybody gets for their acceptance speech.
Well, that's
Oh
more
my
important.
God.
And then Kojima gets about 10 minutes to drool over Jordan Peele. It's insane.
Yeah.
Wait, Jordan
Yeah,
Peele was there? Nice.
Yeah. He's collaborating with Kojima on his OD game, which is basically seems like it's going to be a spiritual, I'd say successor, but I don't know if that's the right word, seeing as Silent Hills never came out, but a spiritual successor to Silent Hills. Basically,
There was loads
the
of
game he was
teasers
gonna make.
wasn't there, in the trailer that suggested it was Silent Hill.
Yeah, there's like hidden
referenced.
letters and things.
Yeah, inside the mouth there was a hidden letter.
Yeah,
Um,
5 hidden letters. I think like Atami, which was a place in Japan,
Yeah,
which has a something that translates to Silent Hill or something. Super obscure, but it's there. That's Kojima's kind of shtick. Put teasers like that in his thing.
So game of the year was Baldur's Gate. Great. Best game direction was of course Alan Wake. Fantastic. Best narrative, Alan Wake, of course. Best art
Finished
direction,
it yet.
Alan Wake, of course. There's lots of
Best
winners for Alan Wake.
Best
Best
action
music.
adventure.
Got that far yet. I was going to move on to best score and music was Final Fantasy. Best audio design was Hi-Fi Rush. I think we talked about this the other day about Hi-Fi Rush winning that. Best performance was Neil Newman in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that was probably the worst offender. Aside from cutting off like big names of the industry like Sam Lake and I can't remember the guy's name for Zelda, like legends of the thing getting cut off. He was given like a heartfelt speech about how people had like reached out to him and thanked him for his character for making them feel not alone and like being represented in a game and all this. And he got cut off halfway through that with the music playing over the top. It's like, bro.
Oh my God.
The one that I thought was almost like a redemption from the fire was best ongoing game going to Cyberpunk 2077. Considering the issues that Cyberpunk had in general to start with, and the investment in money to get that to where it is now, to win that is like really pulling out the fire, wasn't it?
I think that award is bullshit. Them getting it.
Well, there wasn't much to go against. Apex Legends.
Well,
Final
first off,
Fantasy,
Cyberpunk isn't
Fortnite,
really an
or
ongoing
Genshin.
game. The only reason Cyberpunk was ongoing was because they released it in such a disastrous state. That shouldn't be rewarded.
Yeah,
in
they
any
had
capacity.
to fix it.
It wasn't like fixing something is not the same as supporting a game ongoing. It's not like Apex where they're adding events and maps and characters and stuff. It's not Final Fantasy 14 where they're, expansions and Fortnite and Genshin and whatever. It was fixes for most of it. They released an expansion this year, and now they're not supporting it anymore while they move on to Witcher. That's not an ongoing game. That's a game you finally fixed and then released a DLC for.
Mm.
And Bond is feeling aggressive.
He is
Go get
very
him, Bond.
aggressive.
Get him, Bond.
It's a horrible precedent to set.
Yeah,
Let's just release a
it is.
broken game, and we'll get a game of the year in 4 years when we can bother to fix it. Or 3 years, however long it's been since that game came out.
Well, there's hope for Redfall.
Oh my god, you shut your mouth.
In 4 years' time, Redfall, best ongoing game.
Shut your mouth. We don't talk about Redfall.
You know what'll be even funnier? In 10 years' time, the winner goes to Anthem.
Ah! We'll talk about that one either.
Yeah. But there were some good trailers.
I mean, 76, remember when that one came out, it was trash.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of these game developers getting such a pass and getting more money for it.
Yeah. The other thing I don't agree with on these awards is that they count DLC as their own games.
I saw that there was a few of them.
Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty nominated. Like, no. That's have a separate DLC section or something, fine. But it's not a new game. It's an expansion to an existing one. Same with remakes. It's not a new game, it's not a new idea. It shouldn't be in the same category as stuff like Alan Wake and Baldur's Gate, where it's a brand new game.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, I was watching a conversation on Twitter, which is its own world, really, talking about the Game Awards, saying that why is Alan Wake 2 even in it? Because it was 147th on the most played Xbox games and 150 something on the PlayStation games. Does that mean it was number one on the PC games? I'm like, there's loads of games people play every day.
Yeah.
They're not new games this year, are they?
But also, the Game Awards isn't most popular game of the year. It's like, just because a game could be played by 3 people and be the most amazing game on the planet. People just don't know about it. And that's the other thing about these Game Awards, and by extension, like Metacritic scores and stuff. Like, I like them out of pure curiosity to see what wins and what scores stuff gets on Metacritic, but people put way too much investment in it and take it personally when their game doesn't win or get a 90 on Metacritic or whatever. Like, oh my god, they're calling me trash. Like, no, they just don't like that game as much as you do, but that doesn't make your opinion any less valid. You like the game, you like the game. Just because it didn't win Game of the Year doesn't mean it's trash.
You enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah, I saw so many Sony PlayStation fanboys upset that Spider-Man didn't win. It's just because it didn't win doesn't change your experience with the game.
Well, there is that, and that is the point that it backs up all these arguments. Really, that it was announced this week that Hogwarts has now outsold Call of Duty this year. Being the biggest selling game this year, and it didn't even make any of the awards.
I know, that is weird to me.
I think that says it all, doesn't it? Any kind of controversy not letting that one in, but
we'll never know.
We'll never know. That's pure conspiracy theory on my part.
I mean, but you're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, with right now the culture, you're probably right. cancel
Yeah.
culture is a new way of just punishing people for conversations people just get a snippet of and are out of context.
Oh, context is dead.
That's a
Mhm.
perfect segue into this
Yeah, it is.
current trend at the moment of all these posts on how to cancel, like how to cancel Game Pass, how to cancel PlayStation Plus that IGN are just posting out there. It is brilliant cancel culture for no reason. Someone
So,
posted earlier, what do you do to recycle your Xbox?
What?
yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. I think, from
That's
what I
so dumb.
understand, that whole conversation stemmed from the Game Awards and Xbox not doing, like, people were overhyped for Xbox stuff and they weren't happy with what was shown, I guess, or something, or didn't the awards they got, I don't know. So then people were like, oh, screw Xbox, I'm cancelling my subscription. So then IGN was like, okay, here's how you cancel your subscription, to jump on, like, the SEO clickbait train. And
It's all clickbait.
I know, it's just become
Ridiculous.
like a meme.
Yeah.
Speaking of memes, did you see the one for the Steam Deck?
No?
Somebody contacted Steam about their Steam Deck, which is, basically their handheld PC thing, asking if it was harmful to their health to inhale the smell from the exhaust vents.
What?
And Steam replied back saying, like, well, for general use, there's no harm in breathing, but we recommend you don't inhale directly from the exhaust vents, although this might be a meme, we're not sure, or something. And then people were like taking that screenshot of that response saying, don't, huff the fumes from your handheld PC, and saying, no, we're going to inhale it. Like, what?
What?
The head dude of the studio for No Man's Sky tweeted no. Like, he wants to huff the fumes. Like,
Unbelievable.
Oh my god. Maybe we do want them to huff the fumes. If that's the type of people we have, maybe we need to weed them out. Maybe we say yes. You know?
It's that Twitter culture. If you kill them all, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that was probably the announcement that Ness would like from Game Awards, though, right? The new No Man's Sky game.
It's funny because
yeah.
I'm in No Man's Sky right now, and there is a
course, yeah.
living ship that I must have. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's like an entire world that you can explore. Or something.
Oh, really? Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You have to
like
look at
that.
the trailer. But yeah, it's called like No Violet or something. I can't remember the name of it because I didn't read it in the doc. I only just thought of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should get that one.
There were some good trailers from the Game Awards, but
so
I
many.
digress. The other big trailer that came out was GTA.
Yes, did everybody
Which
see
every
it?
man and his dog wanted to see. All those 50-something, 40-somethings that were 16 when the first ones came out.
Well, when
excited.
GTA, I was 20 when GTA 5 came out. I'm 31 now.
Well, there you go.
That's just since the last entry, because they've just been re-releasing the same one for the last 10 years. But yeah, did we all see the trailer?
Yeah, I caught it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't know if I'm as excited as everybody else.
Well, I'm not as huge on GTA as everybody else, especially 5. I mean, the online, whatever, I'm not a huge online person.
No.
But the campaign, it irritated me because you have to play as Trevor, and that character annoyed the living shit out of me. And having to play as him just made me want to just not play it anymore. But GTA Vice City was always my favorite one. So them going back to that.
Good.
So them going back to that setting has me very interested. And the character seems a lot more interesting. I don't know, because it seems like there's going to be two of them. There's the girl, the Lucia, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
That she's ex-con something, usual GTA protagonist, but she seems a lot more interesting than like Trevor and Michael and Franklin from 5. But I think there's a dude as well, which we haven't seen anything on. So if he ends up being like Trevor, then it's going to be 50% shit. If I have to play as him. Yeah, I mean, but other than that, there's not much to go on. It looked like a GTA trailer.
Yeah, it was just
And everyone's like, "Oh
a
my
movie.
God!"
No.
Like people walking down a beach. Okay.
If it's got good music playing, then it's one. That's all they need to know.
They could have showed literally anything, and people would have lost their mind.
Mm,
This franchise is so huge for whatever reason.
yeah.
And it was the most successful YouTube video ever in the opening 24 hours, I think, outside of music videos.
Doesn't surprise me.
Which is insane.
Which brings us on to our final topic, which everybody is logged on and started doing these days, which is this year summaries. So Twitch did theirs the other day. Xbox did theirs. Apparently, I played too much on the Xbox, according to my summary, as I've got 2,249 hours on the Xbox this year so far, and I played most in March, apparently.
I played most in November when Zombies came out.
Oh. In my top games, both Alan Wake's, which was quite entertaining as well.
I had 2,558 hours on Xbox.
Yeah,
how many hours in a year?
Let me work this out. Didn't I tell you this the other day?
8,760.
8,700? Yeah.
So over a quarter of my year was on the Xbox. That's probably a problem.
Probably.
I played 104 games. I got over 50,000 gamer score, 1,838 achievements, 48,385 reward points.
Wow.
All right, so where are we looking at that?
On the Xbox dashboard, there's a link when you click on it, and it gives you this yearly summary, which is quite entertaining.
Post it in the.
I almost don't want to look at mine.
Yeah, I've got
and
an
then
interesting array of games in here. I got
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, 3 different versions of that. Dead Island 2, Resident Evil Resistance, GTA 5, funnily enough. Just Cause, Power Wash Simulator.
Good lord.
Power Wash Simulator.
Power Wash Simulator.
My most played game with 708 hours, which is what, almost... That's over a quarter of my overall time. I haven't played since what, like June? Was Destiny 2.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's
it's been a
insane.
minute for me too.
708 hours. And my number 2 was Forza at 223. And then Call of Duty, which only just came out, 175 hours.
The scary thing was when I was thinking about all these hours. So I've done all that on the Xbox, and then I had over nearly 3,000 hours on Twitch. So what did I do for the rest of the year? Sleep?
Were you on Twitch at the same time as the Xbox?
Well, maybe.
So
Maybe that's the thing.
They can overlap.
They
I can't
can.
remember what my Twitch ones were.
I spent most time watching you, apparently, Bond.
Wasn't I your number one too? Oh shit.
I don't know who was your.
My loudest fans were what is it? The loudest is it the top left one? Because that doesn't seem right. It is Ness in the top left.
Of course, Ness would be your loudest fan.
You're
Coach,
welcome.
And then Cool Cats, and then Epic, then Riot, then Snail, then Theo, then Becca. Are the 8 I have on this little grid, but I don't know what order that's in. Yeah, I've watched 2,460 hours on Twitch. Although I have left some running overnight before, so.
Yeah, I've done a lot of falling asleep in Twitch channels, so technically they're all next to each other, aren't they? I did everything at the same time. I played on the Xbox, I slept, and I was on Twitch.
All at the same multitasker, you.
2,460 hours is how much people have watched me. Jesus. What are you doing, people? I've had 110 followers this year. 22 subscribers.
Nice.
29,300 chats.
Wow.
I'm most of them. No, I'm kidding.
The one I keep laughing at Becca with is I'm her number one watched Twitch creator, but she's never in my channel because she mods my VODs. She never watches me on catch up.
That's funny.
But she's watched 185 hours of me, which is
Wow.
very kind of her.
Yeah, and my top categories, Destiny 2. I don't remember
mine was as
streaming
well.
it. I remember streaming it like twice.
So I did some research into that because mine was Destiny 2 as well, and it's based on the creators that you're watching, and if they've played Destiny 2, then it adds up the hours they've been streaming
So
Destiny.
it's a combined
Like
thing.
Sarah Bear would have been streaming Destiny if you've been in her channel,
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Yeah, so mine
Panda.
was Destiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2 HD Edition, which that was a good month I was playing that, I suppose. And Spider-Man Remastered, my top 3.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
And on
mine
that
was No Man's
bombshell,
Sky.
I guess. Oh, yours is No Man's Sky.
Yeah, pretty sure mine is No Man's Sky.
Probably.
And Grounded.
Grounded, yeah. But yeah, on that bombshell, we've been Pixels in the Attic. Have yourself a wonderful Christmas and New Year. Ness will probably leave some coal underneath your Christmas trees if you're in Grounded. We will see you in the new year. Merry Christmas, everybody.
So, Bond, I was over there, like, I put the Christmas tree and I was dropping, like, donut pieces. And I thought I was doing is I was trying to, like, make it look like it came from the tree. All of a sudden, freaking Ross is behind me. Snail is behind me going, "What are you doing?" Damn it.
She's literally frozen the screen, bent down, and a donut chunk falls out of her. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my god, somebody gave me a void egg. Oh, it's on.
Recording a podcast with Ness. She plays games.
I mean,
What are we talking about?
we're talking about video games, right?
Yeah.